pink flavor here around. I love pink. Two of my most favorite colors are pink and black. You can see I'm wearing a pink shirt today. You know, sometime back in Toronto, during one of my book event, I met this lady called Christina, who is actually in the creative team for Armani. She was telling me, Don, you know, pink is the new black in the modern trend of fashion. And she also told me one more thing. I think let me share it here with all of you. She said, pink stands for 3 P's. 3 P's of success. I said, what was that? She said, P for progress, P for power, and P for passion. So I have a suggestion for all of you here, all the ladies here. Today probably you could gift a pink shirt to all the special men in your life who actually advocates power, passion and progress in your life. When Shukadama was telling me that, she was inviting me to speak today, I was thinking, I'm a business author, so I should actually come and talk something on business, ladies, women and all that. I thought I'll prepare a fantastic speech for all of you and come here. But this being the year end, I really could not get that time, been tied up with all the businesses to prepare that beautiful speech for all of you. So what I thought, probably I'll read some excerpt from the book that this is the book. The book is called Signature. This has become a bestseller. It has been published in New York. And thank you. And I'm getting inducted. I'm getting awarded with the XP Award in New York in first week of April. This is from the Association of Speakers, Writers and Authors, National Association of Speakers, Writers and Authors in USA. Thank you. I have analyzed successful business from various domains and various sizes, small, medium and large. I have spent hours poring over their success stories and analyzing them to bits. What shone through was one special ingredient, an ingredient so powerful that it spelled the difference between success and failure. An ingredient that shines through like a powerful beacon in the stormy world of business. It is speed, the ace factor, as I have coined it. Navigating the business world can be tricky. It takes a swift mind to do it. This explosive chapter in this book reveals how speed is of foremost importance to win big and sustain your success. We also talk about attitude, getting the right attitude for being successful and for your business. No matter how many times you have heard this one, it is the first thing you need to have before you become a winner. It is a positive attitude. A positive attitude is what makes you give your all to your business, to your career, and automatically brings the ace factor into play. Ladies, today is a very special day. It's an International Women's Day. I want to salute all the wonderful women in this universe, you all included, without whom this world could have been such a hopeless place to live. And I mean it from my heart. The biggest challenge today is much of the work women do are not valued at all. Not by economists, not by historians, not by government leaders, or at times not even by the family members. Most women work inside and outside the home, usually by necessity. There is no formula for how women should live their lives. We must respect the choice that each woman makes for herself and for her family. Every woman deserves the chance to fulfill and realize her God-given potential. That's a need for the hour. What is not being taken care of, actually speaking, in different society, in different places, in many strata of this universe. But the good news is that there are still good people who care, there are still those who save lives rather than take them, those who give rather than steal, those who protect and shelter rather than abuse, those who love rather than hate. Sure, life can sometimes be cruel and unkind, but never forget that it can also be extremely beautiful. It depends on our attitude also. Believe in being optimistic rather than realistic. That is what I follow. So I think this is something very apt I could tell you. Once again, I'll tell you. Believe in being optimistic rather than being realistic. If there are not many good things in your life, then start taking positive actions, no matter how small, to change your situation. It works well. Small things builds up a huge ocean. Small drops of water, small drops of sand makes a ocean. Today, young women are on a journey. Each and every one of them are figuring out who they are and where they are placed in this world. I take this opportunity to tell all the women in the world that you matter the most. Always be a fast-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of somebody else. You all have inherent potential. You are what you have got. A sincere planning for your life, in the other hand, would empower you to deliver top performance results, provide purpose, health, wealth, freedom, and balance in life. Please note that I am talking about planning your life, not a small event in your life. But the tragedy is people spend more time preparing and planning for their weekend dinner, living room decoration. Very less time we actually focus on planning our life. I'm talking about a full life. From today till the day last, how I'm going to live my life. We have envisioning that. And then when we don't do this, we land up somewhere else, some wrong destination, and we keep thinking, what happened to our life? Asking a few questions to yourself would actually set the direction right for you. Questions like, why are you doing what are you doing now? Questions like, what are you trying to achieve in your life? Do you have a destination or of a goal? Are you clear about your next step? How are you going to evaluate your progress? This question sounds very simple, but this creates a foundation for our life. This can actually put us into the right direction, what we want to achieve in our life. We cannot change our present because it is just happening now. But we could always act now to influence our future. Remember, your present circumstances don't determine where you could go. They only reveal where you are starting from. While your dreams set the direction for your journey, your hope becomes the fuel for your journey. Hope is something very important in all our life. Hope ends when you stop believing. Stop believing in your goals. Stop believing in yourself. Whenever you tend to discard all your hopes and think you have reached an end, always remember, somebody said, it is just a bend, not the end. It is temporary. It is just not possible to reach your goals and follow your quest all by yourself without the support of others. We keep forgetting this many a times. We think we can do everything alone in this world. It doesn't happen that way. We need support from others for whatever we want to do. To obtain other support, we need to be consistent in whatever we do. This consistency matters a lot. When you are consistent, keep your commitments, you take action, you deliver results consistently, then people start relying on you. People want to work and get associated with you, and your success begins. because you cannot do anything alone. To achieve your goals, you must strike an extraordinary romance with the element called hope. That really works. Get hitched to your dreams. Hold on to your beliefs. And stick to your vision, almost with an obsession. In India, currently I'm working something on personal branding. I am basically a personal branding expert. So I thought I would give you a little bit insight how a personal branding could actually help everybody standing out. See, today we are in an attention economy where standing out can translate to money. See, personal branding is a very strong phenomena. Through personal branding, we could transform ordinary people to extraordinary persons. And we could elevate successful people to an ultra-successful repute. It's basically about identifying, defining your personality, and then communicating your personality, your strength, your capabilities to the people so that they can benefit from you. And once your strengths are projected, you become the go-to expert in whatever field you are and whatever you have been doing. Shukanya, I think I have an offer for the Women's Day. I would like you to probably arrange for a workshop. It will be free. And I would like to help people around who are passionate to distinguish themselves, would like to stand out. And probably we'll have a workshop for everybody. Yeah? Thank you. Before I end today, I would like to ask you this question. To all of you, especially the ladies, who is the most powerful lady in this universe today? Who is that? Yeah? Please come over here. Come. That's an excellent answer. I'll give her a chocolate that I got from Toronto. Thank you. Very confident answer. I like that. I think Anne was talking about that. Still, there are a lot of inequalities in male, female, in this whole universe. There are a lot of disbalance. But I could see things are changing very rapidly. And especially when all you women come out and start the revolution, it cannot be delayed more. So I used to, listen to one song when I was a kid. And I felt that could be a song that probably, if you join me, we could sing it together. Okay. I think it will be appropriate here. It goes like this. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Everybody sing. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. All the ladies in the universe, you matter the most. Thank you very much.